Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The national anthem of Uruguay rings out. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Jimenez. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Uruguay. And I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Great vision. Now it's Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain have their second corner now. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Pelistri. Spain
are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Nandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Not the most accurate pass. Nandez. So it is still 0-0. He's being urged to shoot. Great chance! Goal! Uruguay! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in, shapes to shoot! Brilliant! A finish of true class! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Uruguay! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Some good work on the right flank here. Yamal looking to receive it in space. And the shot! Nandez, just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Yamal. Pedri. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's played it in low. And the shot. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Uruguay have the chance to go the other way. Nandez. It's a good foot in there. Now that looks a decent ball. Probing pass. That has not gone well. Pedro Porro wins the duel this time. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Just eases him off the ball. That's put paid to the danger. Pelistri given the lift of his goal. Driving forward. Now it's Williams. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that should get the job done. Nicked it back promptly. And he's there to retrieve it. Yamal. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ugarte. And Pelistri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Spain dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Araujo makes the interception.
Spain have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Shifted it to the flank.
Morata.
Needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Now it's Morata.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
That pass isn't the best.
96.847 espectadores.
Pelistri. Great ball. Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Pelistri. Grimaldo making good progress. And it's Pedri. He's having a hit! Oh, crossbar! But he's left disappointed.
Pedri really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, terrible mistake. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh no, this does not look good. Jimenez. Ugarte. Want to throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11. El dorsal 19.
Pretty robust defending.
El dorsal 22.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Un cambio de jugadores.
Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This is a promising build-up. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Always onto this. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ferran Torres scooting forward. He's looking unstoppable. He's picked his way through. Oliveira getting this one clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He is through here. Oh, easy pickings there. Fabian Ruiz. Nandez. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he cuts out the supply. That's going wide left. And he's managed to get free. It's made its way to him. Nandez. And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Torres is offering a wry smile there.
Valverde plays it short. He's in a great position here. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
El dorsal 3.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
El dorsal 25.
And the action has already restarted.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's had it taken off him. Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Jimenez. And it's Oliveira. That's De La Cruz. Nicely weighted ball. It's a goal kick. Valverde. Great defending, strong and determined. So what can they make of this? Dani Olmo ventures forward. Jimenez with the slide tackle there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. They've played it short. In towards the back stick. Spain are looking to go forward now. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oyarzábal powering forward here. Dani Olmo. He is just caressing the ball. Bentancur. De La Cruz. Now it's Darwin. Goes looking wide. In with the challenge. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Space for him to turn and look. And he's there to clear it. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
He can run onto that. He's found a way through. Deftly away. There will be a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Bentancur shoots! And he can clear it away. And it's Bentancur. Some real... He'll try from distance! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde in acres of space out. Chance! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played out to the left flank. And here's Oyarzábal. Now who's going to be first to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There's the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.